You've thought about texting someone, maybe more than once, maybe for a long time, maybe for months, and you just can't seem to get yourself to do it. So you didn't do it. And the longer you wait, the heavier that feeling feels. Now there's a loop going on. I want to explain through the INFP lens why it's happening and what we can do about it. So you have this feeling of, I want to send the message. I want to reach out. I want to call them. Usually it's a message though. But it's been so long. And then we start to think more about it. We get in our head. I don't want to disturb them. Maybe they're actually really busy. Maybe they don't want to talk to me. And it feels safer just to sit with that feeling inside and not actually communicate it. So this looks like a communication problem, but really it's a character select problem. So the main characters that we're talking about here for INFPs is introverted feeling, also known as FI, or what I call the soul. The soul is about your values. It's about your conscience. It's about making a decision and doing things that feels like it resonates with you and your being. Like you can just feel it deep in your bones that this is the right thing to do. It is also an internal feeling processing function. Okay, you are refining and defining your feelings. How do I feel about this? What's really going on in here? What are my intentions? Why is this important to me? Okay, so the soul is a feeling function, okay? It is about the human interaction within making a decision. How does this impact people? But it's introverted, so it's inwardly focused, okay? Some people might think of it as selfish, but I actually think it's self-focused instead. You got to start with a deeper understanding of yourself before you can understand what other people are going through. And because of this, inside the heart, there's a lot of reflecting and ruminating and going on deeper and deeper within those feelings and really wanting to get to the core of it. So we go inward by design. That is our personality type. We are introverts, okay? And there's something almost sacred about the feelings that we experience. We want them, we need them to be authentic and true to ourselves. And translating it outward, putting it into the outer world feels a bit strange. And it feels performative. It feels fake. Our fifth function is what's called extraverted feeling. So we already talked about feeling. It's about making a decision that, we've went through. How is this going to impact other people? But it's extroverted. It's in the outer world. This is what I call the envoy, okay? Like an ambassador, the envoy. It's about unification. It's about proactively addressing and mediating problems and bringing people together, making a bridge between people. You got all these people. And it operates on a different set of principles than introverted feeling does. Now, they're both wanting to make decisions that make people feel good, that is the good thing to do, but they do it differently, which is one reason why I call it this relationship, the first function and the fifth function, okay? The fifth function is the rival. The first function is the hero. Okay, this is the main protagonist of your story, introverted feeling, the soul, and extroverted feeling, the envoy, feels like this rival type energy because you're like, why would you do it like that? Doesn't quite make sense. It's inauthentic. And we're bringing our lens of understanding into those kind of decisions. But the envoy doesn't care about the perfect message. It cares about closing the gap. It cares about making sure that the other person is aware of you, is noticed, and is maybe taken care of, that the other person is okay. It's about checking in. And I always imagine my EFJ friends in social situations. They instantly walk up to people, shake hands, how you doing? They want to close that gap as soon as possible. Whereas I'm in the background in the shadows, just watching. I mean, that's strange. So for us, the soul usually wins because it's our dominant function. It's our core character within our story of our life. And that's not because not reaching out is the right choice. It's not because sitting with the feeling for a long time is the right choice. It's because the way that the envoy, interacts with people feels strange. It feels wrong. And it feels like whatever we do is not going to actually, encapsulate, this is a message, the whole message. And that is really important for us. We want to make sure that all of the nuances of this feeling are conveyed. And for INFPs, this is when we like spread out into idea space. We have this like fireworks, kind of looks like a tree. I guess I don't know how to draw fireworks. Extroverted intuition, the explorer, is connecting all these dots and saying, well, these are the possibilities, or these are the reasons, giving analogies and metaphors. And that's usually how we try to convey the whole message, because there's so much nuance to it that it feels like it needs this huge wall of text. And then when we're thinking about, wanting to close that gap with someone and reaching out to someone who we haven't talked to in a while, because they are important to us, we care about them, but we just don't know how to do it in this strange way. Well, then we feel like if I were to explain all the reasons and all my intentions and the reason why this is coming up and everything that I want to say, then that would take a lot of messages. It would take a long time, and it feels heavier, and it feels more and more difficult to convey those messages when we wait. But the envoy just wants us to push send. Just say hi. How you doing? Was thinking about you. And start a conversation. The explorer, extroverted intuition, wants that too. It's just like, we'll start something, kindle something, get some movement going. But the soul wants it to be perfect. So what I've noticed with my experiences is that constant circling around how I feel about something causes a lot of wasted time. Like, yes, I understand it's important to be in alignment with your actions, of course. But also, that doesn't necessarily mean, just because I reflected over it, that I'm actually going to bring it into reality, that I'm actually going to take actions aligned with it. I might just reflect over it endlessly until I make this concrete decision. But that might be too late. It might be 3 years down the road and I haven't reached out to this person that I should have. So what we can do is we can just log on to the Envoy for 30 seconds. Just, change your posture, change your breathing, say something to yourself that is reflective of the Envoy, and then just take the action. And I know just take the action, it's not that simple, it's not that easy. Well, it kind of is. It's probably easier to just take the action and just write the person, hey, how you doing? Rather than reflecting and spending all this emotional time and energy on finding the perfect words or feeling bad about you and about the situation. So again, in order to do this, we do what's called the 3 Bs. Okay, the 3 Bs are your breathing, your body, and your beliefs. This is how you choose your character, okay? So change your breathing. Imagine the envoy. Imagine someone who is very, proactively unifying people, maybe very ambassador-like or charismatic, if that's how you view it. And match, get an image of them in your mind or just a felt sense, and imagine how they're breathing and how they're standing, their body. Yeah, it's probably like this, right? It's probably not hunched over and I don't know. It's like, I'll just do it, right? And the beliefs, I'll just do it. What's the mindset? Like if you were to click on that character in an RPG, what would the little quote be that they say? What's their trope lines? This will be fun. Nice to see you again. Those kind of lines. And I know it might feel a little strange at first, but you are not being inauthentic to yourself. You're actually just allowing this part of yourself, the envoy, to get some spotlight time, to get some XP, to get some interaction in the outer world. And that helps you solve problems more easily. It helps you live your life in a way that is more aligned with who you are and who you want to be. Instead of trying to force everything through this, this is a funnel of introverted feeling, right? You're allowing other characters to take the spotlight sometimes. You're highlighting different parts of yourself. And another little point here is this is how it works with all the things, with productivity, with ideation, with logic, making a clear decision, which is often sometimes difficult for INFPs. It helps with organizing tasks and getting things done, being more present. It's all a character select game. And this is something that we do within Evolve, which is a paid community that I run where you get access to all of my courses. And we do monthly workshops, and we focus a lot on character creation, especially now coming in April. We're going to go through a 3-pillar exercise to make sure that INFPs and friends within the Evolve community are all able to do this to accomplish their goals. The 3 pillars are character select, there's a journaling exercise, and there is something called mind wizardry that is a process that I use for everything from physical aches and pains and problems to emotional stuff. It helps you be a wizard with your mind and change how you feel so that you can do more of the things that you want in life. If this is something that you're interested in, go to evolve.geekpsychology.com and you can sign up there.